Hello there everybody, my name is Felix and today I want to make a little video about how to build your characters. As most of you know, your characters or agents and then as on 0 are just, who you play as. And of course, as all Hoyo games go, you need to build them. So today I'm gonna show, with the help of the goat, on how to basically just the important stuff, mostly. So first of all, when you go into the base stats on whichever character, doesn't have to be Billy specifically, you have a lot of stuff here, and I'm gonna try to, well, explain everything. Your level, I believe you can already know, but the higher level, the better, because you can get some basic stats up without doing much. Over here, we have which category of damage your agent is the best at. For example, Billy is a physical agent, so he will do mostly physical damage. Whilst he's also an attack agent, which means he's mostly supposed to be a DPS. Which means he's your main damage dealer. Over here we have stats. We have HP, defense, crit rate, anomaly mastery, pen ratio, attack, impact, crit damage, anomaly proficiency, and ER or energy regen. When it goes to DPSs, usually you want to focus on crit rate, crit damage, and attack. But if your DPS happens to be an anomaly character, like Miyabio here, you also want to have some anomaly mastery and anomaly proficiency. But since Billy is an attack agent, you don't really need these two. Usually, when you're building a character, you want a good ratio between crit rate and crit damage, because when it goes to crit rate, it's the amount of chance you can actually crit, which is the highest damage you can do with attack, and crit damage is just scaling that damage up. Now then, we shall go to skills now. Skills are the other thing in Zenless, or just Hoyo games in general, which are very important. If your character is, M6, which means you collected 6 copies of the same character, please ignore how this image, you get abilities, basically you get buffs. Each one of them gives a little buff. For example, the first one, when Billy, says that whenever Billy hits an enemy with dash attack or dodge counter, he gains an additional 2.7 ER, can trigger once every 5 seconds. Basically, the more copies you collect of a character, the stronger they become, which is very good. One of those buffs is extra levels on skills, which is why my Billy has level 16, whilst yours probably has only level 12 max. It's usually just in more damage. Okay, so first thing you notice is this. These are core skills. Each of them gives either crit rate, increases your crit rate, and a passive, and a core passive. And the other one gives attack. It goes, all of these either give attack percentage or crit rate percentage. Whenever you're building a character, you should always try to get at least 4 as like the minimum. But if you already want to max out that character, I guess you can get them to max. Yet, after you get... I guess I can see the requirement for it. I guess I need to go to a different character. I'm gonna use Arena for this. As you can see, when it goes from the C skill to the D skill, you get these materials. These are from bosses, which I'm not entirely sure when you unlock in the game. It's gonna take a while. These, on the other hand, are expert challenges. I'm gonna get to them later. And from the D skill to the F skill, you need more and more of these boss drops and expert challenges drops to unlock them. Whilst here, you have the basic stuff. This over here is a chain attack, which is basically your ultimate. It does the most it should do the most amount of damage. This over here is the special attack, which you activate by pressing E when you have enough of it. And it is usually the stronger version of the normal attack. This is the assist. Basically, it's a teamwork mechanic. Whenever you're playing as an agent, you have a chance to do an assist whenever there's a yellow flash on an enemy, which helps you, well, basically helps you to do more damage and also build up your special attack. The dodge, well, it's a dodge. On dodging, you can usually also do some attacks, or just dodge attack. And this, of course, is the basic attack, which just makes which usually you want to be at the highest. Depending on the character, you want to focus on either attack, special, and then ultimate. Sometimes it can be ultimate, special, and then attack, but it differentiates between characters. Last thing I want to talk about is equipment. Depending on the character, you're gonna need disk drives. These are basically the artifacts of Zenless. Usually you want a two pieces of a, well, disk drive, which has a little two-piece set which is good for your character. For example, Woodpecker Electro. A two-piece gives me crit rate. And this is usually your filler set, the one you fill out the two other slots, and usually just pick the one which gives the best bonus. Here on the other hand, we have the main set, which is Puffer Electro. Just a little disclaimer, this is an outdated build, because this is a build before Yunkai Summit was out, so I wouldn't recommend copying it. Anyway, the main set is the one that's gonna give you the damage you want. For example, the 4-piece makes the ultimate damage increases it by 20%. And also, after launching it, increases the Equipper's attack by 15% for 12 seconds, which is very good. The other main thing you notice is this little ball, and this is the W engine, which is basically the weapon of the character. A-rank characters have their own W engines, like Billy, whilst S-rank agents have banner-specific ones, because it's easy to understand. The W engine gives you, base stat, which is attack, it can differentiate. It also has an advanced stat, which, depending on the W engine, will give more to, for example, attack, crit rate, crit damage, extra. Other than that, I can just say that when it comes to building, the HEA is gonna be the place you're gonna visit the most if you were planning on building characters. If you go talk to Berta, you get access to basic materials, agent promotion, W engine modifications, agent skills, and custom. Agent promotion is used for leveling up characters, W engine modification is used for leveling up your W engine, whilst agent skills as well, upgrade your agent skills. Whilst Bertha gives you that, Lila over here is the one that gets you the expert challenges, which allow you to upgrade your core skills. Whenever you're looking through or don't know which one is for who, you can always just click this little button and it shows you which agents use the drop. For example, Jano here. The agents that can use her drops are Pulchra, Caesar, Burnus, and Dylan. And that would be really it for today. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and bye bye!